Fairies and other magical wee folk have long been fixtures in fables, myths, and ancient folklore. Long since medieval times, mystical fairies have flitted across gardens worldwide. Fairies are magical miniature creatures of goodwill that bring luck, prosperity, and good health to the chosen few whose garden they inhabit. Fairies are playful, jovial creatures that enjoy a good prank and will frolic about with glee in your garden when you're not looking. Fairy gardeners can surely expect to awaken to mysterious disarray in their gardens after a night of mischievous fairy dancing. Fairies are also symbols of good luck and prosperity. Fairies are often said to dwell in fragrant herb gardens to ensure that herbs will flourish and protect humans from illness, dangers, and stress. Fairy gardening creates memories you will cherish for a lifetime. Unleash your inner child and bring fairy tales to life in your own backyard. The possibilities for your fairy gardens are limited only by your imagination. Creating a fairy garden is easier than you might think. The most important element to fairy gardening is to believe in the magic of fairies. With a little heartfelt magic, you'll create an enchanted, one-of-a-kind fairy garden. A fairy garden can be any size or shape, ranging from sprawling gardens to a tiny flower pot. The main ingredients you need to create a fairy garden are imagination, creativity, and a pinch of time that you'll have mesmerizing, unique fairy garden before you know it. It's the perfect time of the year to discover the magic of fairy gardens, add to your fairy garden, or celebrate the magic of the spring season. May your spring be filled with flower blossoms and fairy magic. Location is everything in the real estate market, and the same holds true even in the miniature world of fairies. While planning your fairy garden, select a location to take advantage of the natural elements of your garden. Many miniature plants and delicate miniatures require protection from the elements and garden travelers. Take advantage of your natural landscape and create your fairy garden in the shade of a tree or nestled against hills, rock outcroppings, stumps, or more to protect your fairy garden from both the elements and wandering feet. You can also create your fairy gardens in flower pots and raised containers to provide miniature portable fairy gardens that provide great protection. Any container can be transformed into an enchanted fairy garden. Use flower pots, raised terracotta saucers, bowls, garden carts, and virtually any discarded material to create a magical, one-of-a-kind fairy garden. Let your imagination run free when you're creating your miniature fairy garden. You may find it useful to segment an area for your fairy gardens with garden borders, miniature fencing, or even river rock. During construction, you can add rolling hills or even miniature ponds to your fairy garden projects. Use hills or natural rises to create the illusion of depth and dimensions in your fairy gardens. Any type of plant, tree, or flower can easily be incorporated into your fairy gardens. We create a base for our fairy gardens out of low-growing ground cover. Be sure to select plants of your particular gardening environment and zone. It's helpful to look for plants at your local nurseries, such as the Landscape Connection in Rockford, Illinois, and be sure to browse the ground cover and herbal sections. As your garden grows, you can add alpine or bonsai trees for magical miniature plants. When creating your fairy garden, you'll need some type of fairy house that encourages fairies to make their homes in your garden and provide an outlet to hide from humans. A fairy house can be any type of miniature dwelling, whether you purchase a fairy house or create one yourself. The Landscape Connection offers a wide variety of fairy houses, accessories, characters, and habitats. Unleash your imagination and fill your miniature fairy gardens full of magical tiny miniatures. The possibilities are limitless. Create magical, meandering paths through your garden with our enchanted stones, gravel, and bark. Add a sprinkle of glittery fairy dust to your displays to capture traces of the fairies traveling through your garden. Everything is more magical in miniature. Shop the Landscape Connection's collection of miniature garden supplies to create the enchanted miniature garden of your dreams. Indoors and out, Our versatile miniature fairy garden supplies will add a touch of magic to your home and gardens. At the Landscape Connection, we're dedicated to bringing you the best miniature garden supplies, fairy garden accessories, and inspirations for your enchanted miniature creations. Happy miniature fairy gardening. Take a moment today to give us a call at 815-639-0903 or stop out at the Landscape Connection located at 4472 South Mulford Road in beautiful Rockford, Illinois, to browse our fantastic selection of fairy garden supplies and accessories. We'd love to visit with you about your dreams, visions, and ideas for your fairy garden project, and would love to give you our expertise and caring concern, because at the Landscape Connection, we are truly not happy unless and until you are. Call us today and mention that you saw this video commercial and receive a special discount just for doing so. We're waiting to hear from you, and we'll work hard to deserve and earn your business.